Today in Versus, we're looking at two poker games. Our first ever poker reviews, I think, in our whole history of reviewing games together.
That's right. Poker's a big hot item right now on TV.
So today we're looking at World Poker Tour. It's on the Xbox and PlayStation 2. We looked at that against World Series of Poker from Activision, and I think it's on every system. What did you think of the graphics for these two games?
I mean, you know, you got cards, and the cards look like cards, so you say, okay, well, the only other thing is the character modeling and the environment.
That's what poker is all about. The people and the way that they're trying to bluff you or trying to force you to make the wrong move and pull the wrong cards.
2K definitely has the better graphics, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You also get a way better create a character mode. You can put all kinds of facial detail. I was very impressed. It's very much like the Tiger Woods game face feature or some of the stuff that we've seen in the basketball and football games out there. Lots of detail there, whereas in World Series of Poker, not as much. It's kind of like,
you know what's funny?
You're far back away from the characters. They use real life pros and, you know, pro poker players in the game, but you just never get a sense of the different sort of characterizations or their facial movements or anything like that like you do in World Poker Tour.
Okay, so the graphics better in the 2K one.
Absolutely. Audio.
Moving on to audio, they're both pretty annoying.
Well, listen, the music.
Which one is less annoying?
The music in World Poker Tour, which was the first one I played, very much like Muzak. Right. Very, you know, they have some honky-tonk kind of stuff going on. It's just not a very cool soundtrack. Activision's game, on the other hand, had a little bit more rockin' stuff going on, a little bit more up-to-date. I thought it was a little sort of slicker in the audio department, but I actually liked all of the voices stuff in World Poker Tour because it's more about the characters in that game.
And each person has their own personality, and each person in that game has a voice. And although they start to get repetitive and annoying if you play it for any period of time.
Not crazy about the music in either game.
Well, no. So, but hey, how about those card flipping sounds?
Awesome.
I
Fantastic.
mean, the best, I want to go on record as saying the best card flipping sounds in both games. My hat's off to you, sirs.
So, you know, not anything going to be totally revolutionary in the audio department there, but I would say
2K.
The World Poker Tour is a little bit better. Just turn the music off and put on your own CDs or your own music and listen to that.
I suggest Metallica while playing poker.
Yes, it gets you in the mood. It's very aggressive.
Beethoven's nice.
All right, in gameplay,
it's
really kind of the same experience in a sort of overview type of perspective.
But the World Poker Tour, I thought, was a little more in-depth, has a lot more different styles of gaming. It keeps a lot of your stats and tracks your progress.
You know what it is, man? It's all about the personalization of World Poker Tour. You just feel more connected as a character that you create and sort of work your way through the career of World Poker Tour. You can do a lot of the same stuff. You can play online. World Series of Poker does include real-life poker players. I don't know. It's just a classier sort of showing, I find, in World Poker Tour.
And you know what thing I was really impressed with, though, is the artificial intelligence in both games, really, because when you're playing against other players, you know, you can kind of bluff and everything. And that was the other great part about
I won a few games going all in. Quite, you know, I did it
just
like
bluffing,
3 or 4 times.
Right? But sometimes
and I had like a 2 and a 3, and I was taking these guys.
But the other great thing is that other players will bluff as well in both games. So, you know, you can't, you know, it's not like the old games of yesteryear where if somebody went all in, it's like, oh, okay, they have a good hand. They always did.
Gameplay goes to
World Poker Tour.
World Poker Tour for me as well, and then overall?
Overall, World Poker Tour.
No question about it. World Poker Tour is much, much better. I'm going to give World Poker Tour 2K6 a 5.5 out of 10.
Oh, you didn't like it that much?
Whoopee.
I'm giving it a 7.5.
And I'm going to give World Series of Poker a 5 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 6.5.
So there you have it, 2 poker games that you can try out, especially if you don't want to really lose any money and you want to make some friends online playing poker. We both liked World Poker Tour a little bit better.
A lot more in depth.